Alright guys, I don't know how I missed this. Apparently it's been out 8 days. But I just got back to my house, to my usual setup, and got everything hooked back up and got fired everything and get ready to record. And I seen Dusty Lee, which I really like, and Seth Anthony, that I really like, dropped a song 8 days ago. But when I opened YouTube, it was the very first suggestion. So that's what we're going to be checking out. But I mean, I really like both of them. So I don't know how I missed this. It's been out for over a week. But anyway, we're going to check out Where Do I Go by Dusty Lee and Seth Anthony. Let's go ahead and jump right up in. Here we go.
I'm Dusty, and I am an alcoholic.
I'm guessing that was kind of like predicting the future. Little kids like, I'm Dusty Lee, I'm an alcoholic, like he's in an AA meeting.
Busting my mama's door, she knocking things all on the floor, try hiding the plate. Some people blame God, but I believe it was fate. Survive.
Like, I just hate that. Like, I mean, I know that stuff happens to kids every day. Like, they see their parents using, they see their parents either using, or they see their parents after using, and they're, not all there, out of it, passed out, sleeping. Like, I just feel so bad for those kids. Like, I mean, there's no way to grow up. And I mean, I feel like this is kind of leading up to that. Like, when him being a kid saying, at the beginning, like he was in AA meeting sitting at the table. But like I say, I just feel horrible for the kids who grow up in this kind of situation, because like the song done said his dad was up for parole. So that means that's probably not a good situation either.
I love the fittest, I'm as fit as they make. My whole childhood was filled with some drama. It was either prescription or cheap tequila. I'm surrounded by bottles on a road that I don't want to follow. Science says good chances because of genetics, I'll inherit the problems.
And a lot of times that's how it goes. I mean, a lot of my friends in school, like the ones you go to their house, and like in high school, like the ones with problems, like drug problems, you go to their house and you walk in their living room and like they'll be using with their parents. Like, so I mean, I ain't never seen no studies or nothing. Like he said there were studies or whatever. Hold on.
Don't want to follow. Science says good chances because of genetics.
Science says because of genetics he'll inherit the problem. And I mean, like I say, I've seen it firsthand. I mean, it just runs in the blood. But it also don't help growing up just seeing it every day. Like, I mean, it's just a rough situation. Y'all probably done close my video because I done said that so much. But I mean, I've seen it, and I just feel so bad for him.
I'll inherit the problems. My mother's out with her friends. She got paid Thursday, so it's a weekend binge. I learned that she returns once the good times end. Flat broke and full of sin, ready to blame me again.
And I know a lot of those growing up, like the moms that just, when they get some money, they just go and leave their kids with like their mom or the kid's grandma, and she's got to babysit them while mom's out partying, drinking, doing drugs. she only comes back when she's out of money and has to. Other than that, it's grandma's responsibility, which honestly is probably the best case scenario. I mean, it's way better than the kid being out there with the mom while she's doing it, you know. I mean, grandma's that kid's only fighting chance. If he was stuck with his mom, that kid ain't got a fighting chance in the world. I feel bad that his mom leaves him, but probably the best case scenario, you know.
Stop my soul, standing outside, 'cause mama ain't home. Daddy's away, but he's up for parole. Where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? I'm so lost, I'm so lost, I'm so lost. Where do I go? Where do I go? I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. Where do I go? Daddy passing out while he's driving. I'm waking him up at every red light in fear of us dying.
And I mean, it just hits even worse when it's both parents. I mean, a lot of times at least one of them maybe kind of got themselves together. I ain't saying completely, but it sounds like both of these are completely spun out. This guy's drunk and falling asleep at stop signs and stuff. Like, I'm gonna go back, but
while he's driving, I'm waking him up at every red light in fear of us dying. He wipes the drool from his face and droopy eyes. Swears that he's just resting his eyes. Can't count how many times we've been on 65, swerving through lines. Scared so bad on Dixie Highway to the point that I'm crying. Nothing from my early life has been formal. Growing up was far from normal.
like, I mean, you just don't need kids if you're like this. I mean, look at this guy hanging all at the window, like just knocked out cold, like while driving, and you got. And I mean, it's bad enough if it's just you. I mean, you could kill somebody else driving, but you got your kid in the car. If that ain't enough to get your act together, like, they need to remove your kids. Like, you're just, I mean, that's just an accident waiting to happen. Like, and guess what? You kill your own kid and you already like this, it's only gonna make it 10 times worse. I mean, you're gonna be more depressed and all that. It's not going to fix it. I mean, you're going to feel so bad, you're going to start doing more. I mean, is it like, that's the kind of situation that leads to like an OD. I mean, you kill your kid in a car accident because you were drunk. I mean,
my daddy went to prison and my mama stay missing. If they're all the same around me, how am I supposed to be different? Getting high was the message to me. If this is all I know, what they expect me to be.
Yeah, but I mean, if that's all you know, I mean, if that's what you grew up seeing, I mean, how are you gonna grow up any other way? I mean, if both your parents are strung out on drugs, I mean, and you see it, and they don't try to hide it from you. I mean, if you got a problem, at least hide it. You know? I mean, I 100% recommend you get it together when you have a kid, or when you're thinking about having a kid, or when you're in the process of having a kid. But if you don't, just don't be like that in front of them, you know. Like I said, send them to grandma's house. At least give them a fighting chance, you know, because they don't have a chance in the world growing up in this kind of situation. I mean, kids do what they see. If they grow up their whole life seeing this, guess what? They're just gonna follow right in your footsteps.
Drips down my soul, standing outside, 'cause mama ain't home. Daddy's away, but he's up for parole. Where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? I'm so lost, I'm so lost, I'm so lost. Where do I go? Where do I go?
Now, hold on, let me go back and see that.
Daddy's away, but he's up for parole. Where do I go?
I couldn't tell. Did that say mother? Like, I'm guessing that maybe his mom. I mean, I couldn't really tell what it said.
Where do I go? Where do I go? I'm so lost, I'm so lost, I'm so lost.
Like, and I really like that ending, like, tell him your story, Dusty. So, I mean, that was his story. But I guess that's in... But, of course, you know, music like this, they always put, like, the hotline at the end that you call. Makes it kind of hard to read with the video stuff and the channel page up here popped up on the screen. But, yeah. Like... I'm really glad I listened to that, and even though I feel like half y'all clicked out after a minute just because I was talking so much, but I mean, when I got stuff that kind of hits close to home, I mean, my parents won't like that, but I had good parents growing up, you know, didn't drink, didn't do drugs, but I had a lot of friends in high school and stuff that grew up that, you know, I'd go over to their house and this kind of stuff would be going on, and it, like I say, it just meant this video hit me different, and I'm sure there's quite a few of you who, if you didn't go through it, you've at least seen it in your life. Like, I honestly spent my whole life in high school just thinking, you know, I had all these kids or friends, like, they were, like, you know, on drugs and stuff, and I'm like, when they have kids, they'll get their life together, because I know I would. I mean, I feel like I would. Like I say, I had my own problems, but I got myself together on my own, and I don't have kids, but, like, I feel like when you find out you're pregnant and you're having kids, like, something should flip in your brain to get your act together. But most of them just kept on doing what they were doing to start with. I mean, it blows my mind. Like, mentally, I think it would fix you. Like, that would be your, you know, your sign. It's time to get your act together. But, no. I mean, they just would go to the bathroom and do their thing with the door shut and come back out, you know. But... like I said, that song, like, I mean, it sounded amazing. Like, it was just great lyrics and great music. Like, it's just something I want to listen to. But at the same time, it kind of hits me in the soul, you know. Like, I seen it and I know how true it is. But, yeah, y'all probably done clicked out of here listening to me ramble on. You probably ain't even listening to me talking now. I probably done bored you to death just talking about my experiences growing up. But anyway, that's gonna wrap up this reaction. Like, comment, subscribe. If you got something you'd like me to check out, drop it down in the comments below. I'll check it out. But that's gonna wrap this one up. See y'all later.